Hello everyone, my name's James Marrow of the Popcorn Ready podcast, and today's movie review will be of Ticket to Paradise, starring George Clooney and Julia Roberts as the two main stars. In a nutshell, this storyline, two divorced parents who can't stand each other at all in the slightest head over to Bali in an emergency for their daughter Lily, who announces she plans to marry a local islander after less than 40 days of knowing him. They decide to put their differences apart and work together to try and stop the wedding by any means necessary, so that Lily, hopefully, won't make the same mistakes that they did all those years ago. To begin with this 2022 comedy romance film, I just want to say I thought it was really well edited. I think the film's put really nicely together, scene from scene, and does have a nice tempo. The film doesn't feel sluggish or slow at all in any places. I also think the setting is absolutely majestic. I mean, Bali, or wherever this film was shot, is just a truly beautiful place. A real filmmaker's dream. So the setting for this comedy rom-com is obviously a great one. The two main stars, Julia and George, they know what they're doing, but I really feel like the two of them just lack that little bit of chemistry. I don't know whether that's in the script or how the film just came across and was delivered, but overall I'm really disappointed with those two performances, as they're the main stars in the film. That's really what sells you to watch this thing. For me, the only two scenes that I thought was believable with the two of them was the beer pong tournament where they both get drunk against Lily and her fiancé, and then the scene near the end when they're having a slight romantic moment looking out to the sea and talking about old times. Other than that, I thought it was very put on, and they didn't really deliver in their roles in the slightest. I just never got the impression that they both truly hated each other. Maybe that's because both actors have known each other for many years, so it's a hard thing to do. Now, on to the two other main stars in this film. Caitlin Dever and Maxime Boutier played as Lily and Guide. They definitely have a bit more chemistry, and it does feel like sort of a first love scenario that they both are sort of experiencing in the film. So that was done quite nicely. But it's all a bit too cheesy, really. And you just never feel that they really develop or grow together from that initial attraction. Again, just a load of romance cliches really going on in this, but it is what it is. The one actor that delivers a bit of slapstick and a little bit of comedic value in the film is Lucas Bravo, who plays Paul, who is Julia Roberts' new flame. For me, one of the funniest sort of scenes in the movie, which wasn't meant to be one, almost, is the dolphin scene with all the family and the new fiancé, and the awful CGI that's put on in that scene, especially when it jumps overhead. For me, that was a bad move, and it didn't really bring any laughs neither with the accident that happens. As the storyline goes deeper into the film past the halfway point, I do like the nice touch of adding in some of the difficulties that George and Julia were experiencing as a couple, and sort of, the problems and complexities that family life bring. I thought that was a nice bit of realism for the film, as all families experience that sort of stuff. Somehow, with the draw of the two main stars, I managed to sit through this hour and 45-minute long film, but overall, I don't think I'll be watching it again anytime soon. Like at the start, lovely cinematography, but it just wasn't for me. It didn't tick enough boxes. My ratings for this film are 4.9 out of 10. Ooh, so that's a salty review. George and Julia, I expected more from you two. Anyway, thank you all for listening. please feel free to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you everyone. Bye!